Too low to the mall, with a couple capos and 100 fucking dimes. College slaughter gang, you get your shit popped. Draco with a drum, the bitch ain't never go stop. Be on that 9-4 shit. Slaughter gang.
So you're ready to tattoo? Let's break it down, starting with the line work. Begin at the bottom corner and work upwards. This prevents accidentally wiping off the stencil. Also apply a thin layer of tattoo lubricant. I use Vaseline for fake skins. This helps keep your canvas clean and helps the needle glide into the skin. After you pull a line, I recommend dabbing, not wiping. This way you can keep the canvas clean without washing or rubbing off the stencil. For these lines, I used a 9-round liner from Bronc and ran 8 volts. I should note that the dabbing technique is specifically for lining. When I'm shading, I use a paper towel with green soap on it to wipe away the excess ink. Before finishing, make sure your line work is flawless. You never want to leave a line undersaturated or incomplete. Now for the shading. I'm using a 13 curved mag from Bronc. And yes, the package does say RM, which usually is a round mag, but this is for sure a curved mag, as you can see. And I like to run 6.5 volts when shading. For whip shading, as you push away from yourself and pull out of the skin, gradually tilt the machine upwards. You can also cross-hatch to achieve smoother blending. And just adjust your hand speed until you achieve the desired results. Here's the final result, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments.
Here's everything you'll need to do a tattoo. Of course, you'll need to start with a tattoo machine and battery or power supply. But even more important is the actual supplies. I'm going to go through them one by one. First, needle cartridges. Then we need ink, nitrile gloves, ink caps, green soap, at least 2 squeeze bottles, sterile tongue depressors, alcohol pads, germicidal solution, compression bandages, disposable razors, stencil paper, petroleum jelly, machine sleeves, paper towels, and plastic wrap. This is a lot of stuff to keep track of. Buying all these things separately can add up fast. So if you're just getting started, I've gone ahead and put together bundles that give you enough supplies for 10, 20, or 40 tattoos. If you're interested, go to our website, thescratchersbible.com, myusername.com. That way you can be safe and confident going into your first tattoos. Good luck and happy tattooing.
If you're a beginner tattoo artist, this is the easiest tattoo you can start with. No stress, no regrets. The secret? Fine line designs. They're simple, clean, and don't require heavy shading. Plus, most clients love them. Start with basic shapes, hearts, stars, or even minimalist symbols. These designs help you practice line work without worrying about complex details. Focus on consistent pressure and smooth lines. It's all about muscle memory. Once you've nailed the basics, you can level up to shading and more intricate patterns. But for now, stick to the simple stuff. Build your confidence and get that needle moving. Every pro tattoo artist started here.
The biggest mistake I see with shaky lines is the way you hold the machine. If you hold the machine correctly, you can eliminate shaky lines altogether. Don't hold the machine like a pen or a pencil. Instead, slide your fingers down and rest your middle finger behind the cartridge. And instead of focusing the pressure towards the tip of the needle, shift that weight to the base of your hand or palm and/or fingers. Then rest that against the canvas. These are what we call points of contact. If you're unable to rest your elbow on the canvas, try locking your elbow against your side. Specifically when lining, pulling, or pushing lines, eliminate the use of your wrist and lead with your elbow and shoulder. Moving your entire arm is going to create much more stable lines than moving your wrist. And focus on moving at a consistent speed throughout the entire line. As you can see, making these simple adjustments has helped with the shaky lines. You can also practice breathing exercises like holding your breath when you're pulling or pushing lines. This can definitely help with focus and alleviating any anxiety or nerves. And lastly, you just need to be practicing. There's no possible way to get better without putting in the work.
If you're a beginner, this is the only machine you should touch. You don't need to spend hours watching tutorials or waste money on gear pros don't even use. The Darks Tattoo Pen is literally made for beginners. It's lightweight, quiet, and doesn't shake like a blender. You can line, you can shade, you can actually finish your first real piece without your hand cramping or your confidence tanking. And it works with standard cartridges, so you're not locked into anything weird or expensive. You focus on the art. Darks handles the rest. So if you've been dreaming about starting but didn't know what machine to trust, this is your green light.
If you're using needle cartridges for the first time, these mistakes could cost you big time. Let's go over the top 3 mistakes beginner tattoo artists make. First mistake: using the wrong needle size for the design. Too thick, and you risk blowouts. Too thin, and your lines are too weak. Match your needle size to the style you're tattooing, whether it's lining, shading, or color packing. Second mistake: using needle cartridges without safety membranes. These can allow ink and blood to seep into your machine, causing cross-contamination and damaging your equipment. Always use cartridges with built-in membranes to stay clean and safe. Third mistake: overloading the needle with ink. When you overfill, you end up with ink splatters and uneven shading. Dip lightly to keep control and avoid the mess. Tattooing is about precision, safety, and control. Avoid these common beginner mistakes and watch your skills improve fast. Follow Tattoo Unleashed for more videos like this.